I'm going to go over some things that some of you may not be aware of. I know that some of you know that I was doing ministry work in Colorado, and so was Israel in Colorado. I was about a 45-minute drive, as fast as people drive. Take about 45 minutes to get to Denver. I was south of Denver, and Israel was about that much further north of Denver for quite some time. I was there. I was led to go there. God led me there, and I was there the latter half of 2010 to a few months into 2011. I was there about 7 or 8 months or so, and in that time I passed out about 10 times as many flyers in that area that I passed out in any other area. I've gone to quite a few places, cities, and was passing flyers out. This flyer here was, this is a pack of 9 flyers actually. The top one is called the Morning Star. I'm going to leave a link for this on the description so you can see. I did a video on this where I read this, so please go to that and check that out. And I passed about 1,800, I'd say, maybe closer to 2,000 of those out or so. Many of those were given to high school students. In fact, I purposely gave them to high school students because I wanted them to take them home to show their mom and dads and such. I sent a pack of these to the chief of police there, Richard Myers, and left him my phone number. I had absolutely no one, parent, cop, anyone, come back on me. I talked to a lot of people in the Air Force there. It's a big military area, and some of these people, one of them I talked to was very upset with the way he felt he was poisoned in the Air Force. He felt that they poisoned him, and he didn't speak very well of the military, his military experience. I gave a lot of these to military people. Never heard anything. There's a way that they could have contacted me. Nobody contacted me. No one. If you can imagine someone passing these out with the Fraternal Order of Police logo, or whatever they want to call it, with the goat head pentagram, showing people that this is who justifies them, and no one coming back on this. And her flyers are very powerful also. She didn't have those things on them, those pentagrams that I put on, but I mean, these people are destroying themselves. They're destroying themselves right now. These false powers that be, who've turned nations, synagogue of Satan, who've turned nations against each other, turned people against each other, dividing them this way. Now, what's happening is cops are, I know one that quit his law enforcer who quit his job over this ministry, over my ministry. He was forced to investigate me, and these are things that they do not put out on the news. Never. So when people are seeing all this stuff and all this bullcrap information that's floating around on the internet and getting scared and stuff, I'm here to tell you, people, that these people are the ones that are running scared. Obama's running scared, and all these types, sold out pigs, are running scared. I'm going to read to you something from Revelation chapter 6. This is verse 12 to 17. And I beheld, when he had opened the sixth seal, and lo, there was a great earthquake. And the sun became black as sackcloth of hair, and the moon became as blood, and the stars of heaven fell unto the earth, even as a fig tree casteth her untimely figs when she is shaken of a mighty wind. And the heaven departed as a scroll when it is rolled together, and every mountain and island were moved out of their places. And the kings of the earth, and the great men, and the rich men, and the chief captains, and the mighty men, and every bondman, and every free man, hid themselves in the dens, and in the rocks of the mountains, and said to the mountains and rocks, Fall on us, and hide us from the face of him that sitteth on the throne, and from the wrath of the Lamb. For the great day of his wrath is come, and who shall be able to stand? These people are running scared, as I've said. You know, they're throwing up things to try to shift the power back into their favor, but there's no stopping this. This is a done deal. This is why I sit back the way I do. You know, I do videos, or I get this information out however God leads me to do it when he has me do it. But I mean, these people are done. Nobody wants to come up against this stuff. They're all, anybody who's had to investigate me is terrified of what I'm saying. If you're a cop or a Fed or any of them. And I'm not saying that to brag at all. I'm saying that because, God raised me up, a minister, to execute wrath. That's what his true ministers do. And I've talked about this before, Israel has talked about this, that Romans 13 is, it's been misinterpreted. God's elect are God's elect. They're not re-elected by voters. And the powers that be are ordained of God. They're not, set up. They don't set themselves up. Those are false powers. I did a video. I want you, please, to take a look at these things. I did a video called The Abomination of Desolation and the Abomination of Abortion. I did that in Colorado Springs in February of 2011. And I'm going to put a link for that video also under the description, both of those videos. So, this is just the thing. The media, the internet is influenced greatly by, these people, these banksters, and where the money's at, and this and that. But I've put these people in a position where they, they're turning against each other. It's been so long that they've turned other people, these synagogue of Satan, these Zionists that, influence nation after nation, and turn them against each other. Now the tables are turned. Now that these powerful revelations are coming out, the people in their rank structure are starting to turn against each other. They're turning against each other. And I just want to try to get this across, because victory is here. It is here. There's going to be a lot of change that happens, but I just want people to start to think about these things, and not to worry. Take this information to them. I mean, these things, I'm telling the people in the military, if you kill for that false Israel that was set up, you will die the second death. You think you can go and bomb and kill children, Palestinians, for false Israel, and somehow think that's a good thing? These people are horrified of this information. It's this one against. I made a public example of a police, of a cop in Colorado Springs while I was there. This one here, I call the Israel of Satan, where I'm showing the difference between the true Israel and the Israel that God gave up. That's the one that the United States government, perverted government, gives taxes to and supports. I'm talking about. This is the other part of that Israel, or another Israel letter that shows the difference. This one's Mystery Babylon. This one is the beast. There's two on this, where I'm spelling out the beast, who the beast is, and how they're connected. But all these people, I get so many people writing to me and saying, and in a panic, these people that are doing all these horrible things are realizing that they're either going to keep doing these horrible things and snuff out their witnesses, or the people that are witness against them, or they're going to get right. They're in a terrible predicament right now, and I wouldn't have to do anything. These revelations are so powerful, and the evidence is so damning against them. They're just doing it. They're doing it to themselves. They're turning and going against each other, tearing each other apart, and it's just going to happen until all of the iniquity is put away. And I'll keep doing putting things out, talking about reproving the established church, and until everybody's out of there, because all these places are going out of business. Please take a look at those videos.